The Leafs and the Florida Panthers kick off a back-to-back effort in the Sunshine State. And a win tonight will solidify a home ice advantage for the Maple Leafs in the first round. We're set for the face-off at center ice as the official Jean-Hébert drops the puck and we're underway. Shot into the Toronto zone and Wall handles the puck, but he gave it away in the corner to Barkov. Centering pass, and Wall has to make the first save of the game off a quick shot. Played around back of the net, gobbled up there by Samoskevich. Back to the point, a long shot, blocked away by Wall. Walking the line, OEL. Wrist shot coming, but it's going to be deflected and go up into the crowd as Holmberg is surrounded. Brandon Carlo for Tavares. He had trouble handling it. Now he sends it in. Riley into the slot, gets a return pass and a centering feed. Knocked away there by Bobrovsky. Bounced out at center ice, and Morgan Riley will give it to Philip Myers, who shoots it right back in again. Far side for Verhaeghe. Turnover. Puck in front of the net. Shot knocked away by Bobrovsky off the stick of Knives.
It's been a pretty boring opening period, hasn't it? I mean, this is the playoff hockey you're expecting, where it's going to be low chances.
Draw one cleanly. A shot scores! Right off the face-off. That draw was run as cleanly as you could. And Gustav Forsling banks it off the post and in.
Well, there's the first good chance.
Plays it back into the slot area. Rodriguez trying to free it up. Good cycling here, and a shot blocked by a sprawling Scotty Lawton, and he's a little slow getting up. The Leafs almost had too many men on the ice there as the puck came right to the door while Domi was getting off. Pass deflection on goal, and a good pad save made there by Wall, and he'll cover up on it. He played in the Quebec Pee Wee Winter Tournament 3 straight years. And passing away in his sleep the other night. So our condolences to Ann and all of the kids, and what a terrible loss. Panthers get it in with Barkov coming to the front of the net. There's a loose puck, and it's cleared away by Tanev. Centering pass, knocked to the far boards. Panthers get it back to the blue line, and a shot in traffic. Wide! Rebound! Wall got over there just to get that right pad on the post to deny a jam play coming off the backboards. Wall out of the cage, now looking to play the puck. Got it into the corner, but it was intercepted, and a shot rang off the blocker of Wall and went wide.
Which means if you score 3, you got a chance, which is what the Leafs did.
Wall got knocked down behind the net and is slow to get up, but the Leafs have control of the puck. They get it out into the center ice area. Puck in the Toronto zone. Nylander couldn't get it out. Pushed to the line, but not out. Kept alive by Marchand. Marchand with a centering pass. Rolls in on goal. Knocked away. Tripped up there. Right in front of the official, and no call. Long shot now, and Wall collects that. And that Budweiser song would come on. It will be rather beneficial, but they'll get a last-second rush into the offensive zone. And a shot. And a save made by Bobrovsky. Marner with it back in his own zone. Oliver Ekman-Larsson up ahead for Marner, cutting in on the right side. He rang it off the goal post and behind Bobrovsky. Marner's shot rings iron but doesn't carry him into the net. John Tavares playing it up on the right side. Tavares has a chance to hit the 40-goal plateau. Here he is in over the line. Got a shot away. Scores! He's one closer. 37 on the year for Johnny Toronto. And this game is tied.
And he puts it off the same post Marner hit the shift earlier.
You know what happened there, Jimmy? The post was dented just enough that when this puck hit it, it carried him back into the net. I could see it plainly.
No, I can imagine Mitch Marner doing that on purpose.
And the Maple Leafs have tied the game. Now a giveaway by Bobrovsky, and now Tavares trying to play it back to the point. Riley a shot, and Bobrovsky makes up for the mistake. Greer sends it around to the near side. Or at least Oliver Ekman-Larsson couldn't help out. Now Pontus Holmberg does, but there's a whistle here.
Leafs are obviously getting a penalty, no?
It does come back to the point near side Barkov. Barkov, the captain, looking for a man with a centering pass. Good save made there by the Leafs. Goaltender cleared to the line, but not out. Kept alive on the far side. Reinhart gets it into the goal crease area. Down his wall and stretched from pillar to post, or post to post. With the legs, is able to get a glove on top of it. Back to the point again to Jones. Jones to the near side to Barkov with a shot. That was blocked, and taking a piece out of Benoit. He is holding his arm or side. Brought out on the right wing by Rodriguez. Hits the Leaf line to the left wing side. Into the slot, a shot, and a whistling drive by Forsling, who can really shoot that puck. Was knocked by Wall into the corner. Played to the line, but not out. Forsling again. Stopped by Wall. He throws aside the stick. Flipped it into the corner. Retrieved it again. Now Scotty Lawton drills his man as he took Samoskevich in against the boards heavily. Pass in off the stick of Tavares. Cleared into the crowd, I think, here by goaltender Bobrovsky.
Very aggressive on the penalty kill.
Nylander carries in on the left wing for Nyes. Nyes takes his man in against the boards. Matthews got it freed up. Centering pass in front. Shot right on. Big save there by Bobrovsky. That was a great feed, and Tavares got it away in a hurry. 48 seconds left to go in the power play. Yeah, Nylander turns the puck over. Marchand on the left wing side, and a shot is gloved. Domi will be the trailer. He comes to center with Robertson tipping the puck, and he gets it away. Marchand's got a breakaway. He's in a goal. Big save. Two big saves by Wall. Oh, my. A bad giveaway there by Nick Robertson. Couldn't send it to the front of the net. Panthers lose it. Here's McMahon on his backhand, working to the right wing side. Backhand in front. Tavares there, but he couldn't control the rebound. Calle Yarncrook back to the blue line to Robertson to the near side. Domi gets it again, and the shot was deflected just wide. Good forecheck there by the Maple Leafs. They have it again in the center ice area. Yarncrook back into the slot. Winds it up in a shot, and Bobrovsky had to make a good pad save with the right leg. Barkov with it again in the near corner. Took a shot right on. Big save. Rebound. Scramble. And the glove of Wall is on top of that in Columbus, Ohio. Draw one by Florida. At the point, kept in by Schmidt. Long shot, blockered away. Rebound. Pad save made by Wall, who had to stretch with that right pad. Stopping a puck down in Florida territory. And stumbling and was Seth Jones. He almost ended up wearing the back of the net. Here's Benoit trying to keep it in, and does with a pass. And just failed to redirect that in front of the net with Steven Lorenz. Another shot taken on the chest by Bobrovsky. Couldn't handle the pass cleanly and couldn't get a shot away. Good hit by Lorenz to knock his man down and keep the forecheck pressure going. To the left wing side, back for Reinhart, looking for a man in front. Cannon blocked that. Then a shot by Reinhart was stopped by Wall. Wall to play it around the boards, and it's off Nyes' shin pad to center ice. But brought quickly back in by the Panthers, and Verhaeghe a shot. Blockered away by Wall. Then along the boards. Marchand back to the point. Forsling in! Marchand gets it back to the point. Forsling to the far side. Schmidt will play it around back of the net. It comes out in front, and they score on a fluky play from behind the net. Karam's off a skate to beat Wall, and it is 2-1. Good pressure from Florida as they pinch to keep the puck alive. Back of the net, it comes around, and Robertson ran over his man, and then airmails it high to the line. 2-1. Panthers with the lead. Into the slot area now. Verhaeghe a shot. Grabbed off now by the Leafs, and a Lawton pass. Gets up over the line. Pass in on goal is going to be swallowed up by Bobrovsky as Lawton gets spun around, and now we've got a... Well, we can't see it initially. Now the camera's got us on it as Lawton was shoving a little bit in front of the net. And now Yarncrook and Magna.
Leafs really having a difficult time.
Wow, Samoskevich came a long way to give Lawton a shot.
That would have been pretty easy to call a roughing penalty on that.
Momentarily, Nyes couldn't drag it to the front of the net. Nyes is tripped and a penalty to Seth Jones. Leafs trying to keep the puck in, and they do. Matthews on the left wing side with a pass in on a redirect by Nylander, and it was stopped by Bobrovsky. Now to Schmidt. Turnover at the blue line. One of the Panthers was upended in the offensive zone. And is there a penalty here? No, there's some shoving going on.
I don't know if it was offside or it was Lundell and Bobby McMahon right in front of the Leaf bench.
Matthews tried to play it ahead, but it's intercepted by Barkov. And a centering pass was snapped over top of the Leaf goal. Tanev, a pass ahead at center. In over the line and down into the offensive zone with Marner in pursuit. Marner steals. Centering pass! Big save, rebound! And another great save made by Bobrovsky on a turnover that Mitch Marner orchestrates. But out come the Panthers. They'll get it to center with Barkov. Barkov in on the left wing. Flips it towards the net. Good save made there by Wall. The rebound of Marchand, and another good pad save with the glove, though, this time made by the Leaf goaltender. Enborgs trying to get it back of the goal. It's stolen by Florida. They play it ahead. Verhaeghe gets the center. Empty net. Blocked there by Marner. Then they lose it, and the Maple Leafs give it away. Barkov with an empty net. Now to Marchand. Great save made by Marner. He did the split, and then it's into the empty net as Marner's goaltending is finally beaten. Excellent addition to the Florida team as it's going to be cleared in, and there's the horn that'll end the period. And we get some shoving going on in the center ice area. Gadjevich is trying to get at Pontus Holmberg.
Holmberg's throwing some punches. Benoit's got Gadjevich around the neck at the same time, and the linesman's in between all three of them.
So the Florida Panthers will pick up the victory. The Leafs will not secure home ice advantage at this point.